Let your hearts and voices raise in laud and jubilee and praise. Alleluia.
Often, the advice has been given to think before you speak. And how often, having said something hurtful, do we hear the expression, "should have bitten my tongue." Our use of the faculty of speech is a powerful reflection of our personality, and all the readings today offer thoughts on how we should use it. The readings today introduce us to this theme of speech and its use. Philip proclaimed Christ to the newly established Christian communities and also to other listeners. The responsorial psalm, "Let all the earth cry out to God with joy," also reminds us of our duty to make known the God in whom we find our hope. Peter, in the second reading, lays down some guidelines for using speech. To speak with courtesy and respect for those to whom we are speaking, and above all, to speak with conviction. The gospel makes the point that the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Words without backup actions are useless. A complete Christian response is made up of listening so as to know what we're talking about, speaking and acting. Socrates, the Greek philosopher who lived some 400 years before Christ and whose thoughts have greatly influenced people through the centuries, is credited with saying, "Speak that I may see thee." Unlike many great teachers, he left no writings, but communicated his thoughts only by public speaking. His disciples recorded for us the contents of those lectures. For him, informed speech distinguished human life from other life forms. For Socrates, it is the faculty of speech that enables us to communicate our thoughts to others and to influence them, for good or for evil. We live in an age of technology, which allows us to command audiences undreamed of by Socrates. We are inundated with words around the clock: newspapers, magazines, radio, TV, emails, Twitter, Facebook, and a host of forms of social media via personal devices. Too frequently, unfortunately, it is chatter that we are being fed and chatter that we're sending out. As Liza Doolittle, star of My Fair Lady, puts it, words, words, words. I'm so sick of words. Is all that you blighters can do? Ben Jonson, English writer and poet, has left us a pearl of wisdom. Talking and eloquence are not the same. To speak and to speak well are two things. A fool may talk, but a wise man speaks. With that in mind, it is worthwhile for us regularly to check out ourselves on our use of the gift of speech. In Matthew's Gospel, we are advised, "I tell you, on the day of judgment, you will have to give an account for every careless word you utter." Do we constantly use this gift to put people down? Do we detract from the merits of others by criticizing or putting a wrong interpretation on all they say or do? Or are we simply liars who try to give weight to our character by exaggeration? The basis of all confidence between people rests in honesty in speech. There is nothing worse than a person who does not say what he or she means or does not mean what he or she says. Peter's advice, read in the second reading, is as relevant today as when written. Always have your answer ready for people who ask for the reason for the hope that you have, but give it with courtesy, with respect, and with a clear conscience.